What have you been told about the likelihood that we're going to start college basketball on time or start it at all?
Well, we don't know right now, but I'm going to tell you a couple things. One, players want to play and coaches want to coach. And it's August 18th. My thing is we just have to keep moving slowly. The NBA and the WNBA has given us a pathway. And how we go with it, and again, guys, let me just say, we have the ultimate bubble. JWill's been on our campus. I don't believe the other Keyshawn. I don't think you guys have been on our campus, but we have the lodge where our kids live. They have a single room and a single bath. They have a cook in the building. There's no one else in the building except them. Right across the street is our practice facility. No one in the building. No offices are being occupied. We have the ultimate bubble to keep our kids safe. But we are still moving slow. We're still not doing body to body. I don't feel comfortable yet. So everything we're doing is 5 guys at a time, 6 guys at a time with social distancing if we can. And then, but there's no body to body. There's no setting screens, playing defense. And probably I'm still a week or 2 away from that. But we all want to play safely. This new saliva test kind of changes things a little bit. Things are changing daily. So to move quickly to say, well, we're not going to do this until none of us know yet. But I do know these kids want to play and we want to coach safely. And I think the NCAA, and I know our league, Greg Sankey's done a great job. I've been mad at Greg at times because I thought he was moving too slow. But he was doing it at the right pace. He's just trying to say, where is this going to go?
Coach Cal, what is the biggest thing that the NCAA, as well as the SEC and other conferences, got to get right to be able to attack this corona?
Well, let me just say, Keyshawn, this isn't football for me because I can really throw a football, but I know nothing about football, okay? So when I talk basketball, I'm talking 12 players. I'm talking a party of 20. I think the bubble or the pod, it's been shown to work now. Now, do you have multiple bubbles or pods? Do we go and play the Champions Classic in a bubble without fans, and we play each other? We all play each other round robin. We walk away with 3 games. Do we put in a bubble or a pod, let's say Kentucky, Louisville, and Michigan State with 3, quote, JWill bye games? Detroit, where my son plays, Murray State and East Tennessee State with us, and we play a round robin so that we can get the bye games where those teams really need that money. We can do that. Do we do it that way? Is the NCAA tournament in a bubble? I know Dan Gavitt right now is looking at all kind of different options. What I'm happy about is we're doing it now. We're not waiting till, 2 months from now saying, well, what do we do now? No, we're doing it now to try to figure it out. But we have a different path that the NBA and the WNBA have both shown us you can do this. Now, do we figure out how we do it?
Coach Izzo has seconded your plan on playing everybody in the double in the Champions Classic. Dan Gavitt, by the way, the vice president of the NCAA for men's basketball. We welcome those of you now watching on ESPN2 following KBO Baseball. It's Keyshawn JWill Zubin coming to you live from the Seaport District at Pier 17, brought to you by Chase. We're speaking with Kentucky head coach John Calipari. Jay, you are up.
Yeah, Cal, how you doing, brother, first and foremost?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm hoping you guys are all safe, too.
Thanks, man. If the goal is to get to March Madness, that is obviously, it's the biggest thing that obviously was canceled last year. How does the committee actually evaluate teams and who's more deserving than other teams to get in, considering that you guys might only play conference-only schedules?
It's a good question, and I got to do this before I answer that, Jay. Well, I have things I got to get out of here. So, First of all, think about students who prepared their whole life to be in a college setting to prepare for the rest of their lives, and this hits. Think about a football player who is trained, who has matured, who has given everything, and his family has sacrificed, and he's looking around saying, I'm going to do this, and my why is taking care of my whole family. Or basketball players. Or how about a volleyball player that her whole life is about how can I get to that next level, and I want to win a national title. Or a basketball player that just his whole goal was to play in the NCAA tournament. We have to do everything in our power slowly to see if we can make that happen and not just take it away at the first sign of things. This thing is changing weekly. We have to move slowly. We can't be moved by one person's opinion or a second, because you know what? There'll be 2 or 3 other opinions that'll say they're wrong. That's not right. So we have to move slowly with this. Now, when you talk about competitive equity is what you're saying, there's not going to be any, JWill. There's not. We can't worry where, well, so-and-so played more league games than us, or why do their schedule harder than us? Let's just play. There's not going to be competitive equity. This is about one term. You ready? Survival. Survival of athletic departments. There's some teams that cannot play. Okay, keep your job, keep the scholarships, and play next year. Not in sports, because we can't get this up and running. Now, it may happen. It may happen. But we've got to move slowly, and I'm saying this again, for these kids, not just to keep them safe. That's the number one thing. How about this, JWill? How about their mental health? You can't keep a kid in a room for 20 hours a day when he's 18 years old and think that's going to work and we're not going to have mental health issues.